Hey guys, it's Andrew from Disrupt It Yourself. I just wanted to do a quick video to talk about a new 3D printer that I've come across. This is one that is getting ready to be launched for a crowdfunding campaign, I believe Kickstarter, pretty soon. I've just stumbled on it, but I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit and see what your guys' reaction is to it. I don't have a lot of information yet because, like I said, it's getting ready to launch, but it's one that I've become very excited about. Honestly, kind of drooling over. I feel like it's the perfect 3D printer for kind of the prosumer higher end. I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit more expensive than some of my other favorites, but they do specifically say that it's going to be affordable. It's the Arc One. I'll leave a link in the description and some more information there, but it's called the Arc One. The company is called Arcadian 3D. I'm really excited. You guys really need to check out the website and read up on it a little bit, but I'll give you some highlights. So a few things that kind of jump out to me as far as just things that I've been looking for in a more higher end desktop 3D printer. Of course, it's an FDM machine, which is kind of all that I'm interested in. It has a really big build area. It's 400 by 400 by 400 millimeters, so that's 16 inches, which is fantastic. That's definitely one of the bigger ones that I've seen. That's a heated bed. And for the heating element, it's a silicon heated mat rated at 650 watts. I still don't have experience with it yet. This is just me reading a sheet of specifications, so but on paper it sounds awesome. A good 60 watt power supply. Some of these things are just minor, but this is the reason that I'm really drooling over it too, I guess. First is that they call it a modified CoreXY system. CoreXY, if you haven't heard of it, is a really cool motion system for 3D printers, and it's open source. So I believe there's a website, I think it's CoreXY.com, but I'll link to that as well. Read about it. It's a really cool way of doing Cartesian movements. One that I know Airwolf has a machine, I think the Axiom or something. There's only a few commercially available machines that use CoreXY, and I think it's super cool. You can see, I think their Instagram page has a few little videos where you can kind of see how they do motion, but I think it's amazing, and I think it'll make for a really great printer and really great prints. Linear belt Z-axis, you can see that as well. But they do have a dual extrusion option. I believe they're Bowden extruders, so that's cool. I'm not always the biggest fan of Bowden, but if they do a good job, then with only a few drawbacks, I think. Speed-wise, I mean, it says 150 millimeters per second is kind of optimal. I'm sure that in some cases you'll want to be slower than that, but 150 millimeters per second on some prints is really fast. Not the fastest out there, but that's pretty darn fast. I rarely go over 100 without worrying that I'm ruining my prints, so 150 is awesome. Has a removable aluminum build plate. There's just a lot of cool little things that they have going on here. USB, Ethernet and Wi-Fi. It uses a Raspberry Pi, so there you have everything you'd expect from that kind of system. They say they've included cloud features, even slicing. Let's see. Wow, just really some amazing stuff going on. Of course, it's web enabled, so just as you'd expect from kind of an OctoPi type setup, I'm sure. I don't have that confirmed yet, but I am really interested in this machine. I want to know more. I want to see what it comes out at, what the price is going to be like, and really maybe see some more in-depth stuff, but that'll be soon. I'm expecting we'll see a crowdfunding campaign come from what I've gleaned in probably just the next few days or so. So we'll get a better look at it, but this is one that I definitely think you should back if you can. I think this is a really awesome 3D printer, so anyone who's in the market for maybe adding a high-end dual extrusion machine to their lineup, which is something that I've wanted for a long time. I looked at the FlashForge Creator and a few others, but there's drawbacks on all of those machines, whether that be just the fact that, like with the FlashForge, that it has such a small build area, and most of the other, I mean, Ultimaker still hasn't done their dual extrusion, even though that's still a great machine, but there's very few dual extrusion machines that you don't sacrifice a bunch of other things for. So definitely think about this. I don't think it's the ideal entry-level machine depending on the price, but I think this is like your high prosumer type model, so it's something that I'm going to be looking forward to. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can convince them to send me a review model and I can do a nice in-depth review so you guys can see a little bit more about it. Sorry I'm doing this from my car, but I'm just so excited about this machine and wanted to see what you guys think about it. So I'll link to everything in the description so you guys can read up on it, and then I want to get a discussion going. So if anyone has any comments or questions, I'll be in touch with them to see what other information they're willing to leak to me before they launch, or maybe they'll even let me know what day they're launching their campaign. Definitely follow the link to their sign up, their email sign up, because then you can get a notification when they start their campaign. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and keep on printing and have a great day.